Jackson, and so we're gonna see how long my guy can punt.
And they'll send out their punter now.
Last time I did
away
it,
for the second time.
He got at the 1 yard line, so
had to get it out
he blocked it. He blocked it. You blocked it. You blocked it. You blocked it. What?
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
How'd you? Oh, it was a safety. It was a safety.
One of the goose eggs is gone. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Now it's Peterson.
All right, now do that thing, do that thing. Go back. How do we even block it?
Third drive. Now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier.
Go back now.
Until you go a couple of drives without getting a first
down.
Go back.
Big. You have to hold down the sprint button.
Bruce Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go
back.
Every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really,
and the last time we did this,
we tried to put him on the ground.
I will accept that because
in the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
Yeah, the last time I did this, it was 4th and 98, right? Or 99.
Outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
No, 4th and 98, 4th and 98. Yeah, it was 4th and 98, and we were just, I punted off and went all the way to the back of the end zone. And
Brady gonna throw.
Yeah. It's 4. Yeah, that's okay. Ooh. What you thinking? I want to try to block it. You called timeout.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
I want to block it. Wait, not yet.
Coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
He wasn't even tackled yet.
12 yards on the return that time.
I need to do that.
The offense will take over with a new set of downs. Barry Sanders and the rest of the offense heading back out there. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a -yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries.
I was trying to do that and then go back for like.
I think the pros outweigh the cons.
Hit him up so don't do anything.
It'll be third down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat.
Don't tackle me!
To get upfield with.
Frick, what is it? Is it 3rd and...
They cost themselves some yardage there.
Oh, it's 4th and 31. Right, that was fine with me.
To break up 4th.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Oh, my God.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, He'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, and it's a touchdown. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the two-point conversion coming up. Morton Anderson down for the extra point. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Really?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good.
I want to see if that call is still downloading. Gosh, how much? It already said 3 hours. Go back.
On play action,
Go
it's
back.
Brady. His throw incomplete. His
Go back
target,
and
Travis
touch
Kelce,
the
the
ball.
intended receiver. That'll bring it second down.
Stop.
Let's switch
Somebody
gears, Charles,
stop.
and get your favorite
Stop
play of the
what?
year so far. Look, I know we don't have a Minnesota miracle
Ball.
like we saw at the end of last season, but what's been the one that's
Oh,
caught
that's
your
my
attention
running
the
back.
most?
Well, wouldn't Linval
My running back
Joseph
did
picking
that.
up a fumble against
You're doing a
Philadelphia
Hail Mary?
all the way back count as a Minnesota miracle?
You are.
With the earth shaker.
That's a lot of man carrying the football, and he got all the way to the end zone. Oxygen. What a great play there. How about Graham Gano finishing off the New York Giants with a 63-yard field goal at the buzzer for Carolina? That was spectacular. I thought the triple reverse by Carolina against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was something that
Go back.
160 yards or so.
Run back.
Ends up as a touchdown. And just because we have to say Patrick Mahomes, it's a left-handed pass he threw earlier this year.
Oh, yeah, against Denver. And that's just kind of a microcosm of the season that he's had. He's been so magical to watch.
Just had to say Patrick Mahomes had to get something in for him because exactly what you said.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hunt.
Who kicks the farthest point?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll line up losing about a dozen on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, I just did my fingernail.
So we reach halftime here, and we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Yeah. I'm kicking.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Got him. Genius.
The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They're down
you gotta
here,
go back.
very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game
Rude.
is
We'll go back. Rude.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went wrong in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall,
go back,
you want to stay positive, stay up with this.
Go back.
We're just starting the second half. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there. See ya.
What are you doing?
Throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. You know, Charles, it's hard to believe that we are sitting on the doorstep of Thanksgiving. Already that time of year, but it always gives us good football. One of the games on Thanksgiving, Chicago and Detroit, that'll get the party started at 12:30 Eastern.
One of the traditional games, Detroit hosting, Dallas
back.
hosting, but in this case, we will stay in the Motor City. And this is the longest-running annual series in the NFL. A lot of people think about Detroit and Green Bay or Chicago and Green Bay. It's Detroit and Chicago. They've met at least once a year since 1930, 178 times total.
I will accept
they just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago and going to do it again.
Go back.
Remember, they also lose it down
No,
on the ground.
here. Switch. Just do this. Oh crap, offside.
This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offside. Defense.
So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
All right, yeah.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to
Fine.
figure out why.
All right, let's see how far you guys
That's what I
can
think.
take.
I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they
That was
thought they
my
were
guy
saying
for
decline
sure.
the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Block. Oh, dang it.
He had his sights on the end zone,
No,
doubt, but his
you never
brought
did
down
it.
after a huge return there. And this offense,
Now do
got
it.
it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10.
Inside the 10. All right, we know that's actually good. Let's stop, let's stop. I need you to tackle me right where the touchdown is. Just trust me. Trust me.
For the most part, not
All right,
nearly
yes,
as
that's good. That's
emotional,
good. We need
a
that.
lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Luke Kuechly in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punt.
That was a safety. You made me get a safety.
And that's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call?
Yes, it is.
Fighting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll put this one away.
Free kick out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds? That should not be a rule. Yeah, seriously, it shouldn't be a rule. Like, it's gay. Don't press hut. Here, switch.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he's gonna lose.
I know, I kept on trying to make them go back. Here, can I do it for you so it can...
That's really gonna set him back for second
down. No, stop. No, somebody stop.
So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that.
Flag offside.
How about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by the defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called. Not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Young. Able to shake him, and he is going to be run down. What a disaster there, a huge loss. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. So the safety, obviously a big play, but now the offense, maybe they feel pressure to score with the defense doing something like that.
And it's good pressure because they put them in a nice spot now, having scored the points on defense, turn the ball back over to them. You're right, there's pressure to score, but they feel good about their chances.
That's good. They like that pressure. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Brady. Brian Urlacher in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The give is to Bell. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguess themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Sanders now to return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out now come the Legends. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of his end zone, Young. Powerful running. Dancing to his left. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And here's Young. This might be a free play. He's going to run. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And on now is the punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Brown. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly
Offside.
throwing the ball
Defense.
is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
To throw from his end zone. Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard!
Now Young. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Time for a break. And that is incomplete. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bruce Smith in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.